Good morning, Scummers, and welcome to RaunchyMutt's Scum. I just wanted to do a little something different this morning. Thought I would give it a try, but I don't know that everybody may not be on the update list and receive these updates. But there was a new development update that was released on September the 12th, 2022, and just wanted to take note of a few things that they have here of interest. So we have different departments doing different work, focusing on different things, and the programmers have, of course, in previous updates, they've been saying that they're reworking the female models. We're going to be seeing new female models when the big update. Well, I don't know that they'll even wait for the big update for those things. That could be coming out in another patch or something coming up soon before the big update. Um, they are doing further work on the ATM UI. And when the traders were introduced, we saw some ATM machines pop into the game. They are at the traders. I think you can find them in some of the towns in the big city, but I'll have to. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to confirm that. But it will be not only do you go in and trade with traders, but you can go up to an ATM and deposit and withdraw cash, from my understanding, just like you can in real life. So if you find a couple of $100 while you're out looting and you come across an ATM, you can go over and deposit it without worry of being killed and that money taken from you in your loot. Of course, they're doing the plastic surgery thing to where you can change your character's appearance in game for a cost at a surgeon, probably in somewhere around the medical facility at the trader post. Um, then you have they're doing some prisoner appearance rework, okay, and that's good. Improving the base building snapping algorithm, and I do hope that they do this correctly so that when you place things, it snaps to certain angles, like maybe 15 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, up to 90 degrees, or all the way around, really. But that would be nice. When they first released the base building, the first base building that they did, it did not snap, and it was a pain to work with. You didn't know if you were following certain angles. You had to do extra work to ensure that you had the angle that you were wanting. Of course, the best way I think is just 90-degree angles, but even that was hard to come by. You'd if it didn't snap, when it didn't snap, you'd just stretch out your wall. It would appear to be 90 degrees. I mean, you could even use some of the other blueprints to try to get it set at it. But then when you came back around with your other three walls to that corner, you'd be off by a couple of logs. So I do hope that they get that in there. Of course, it's interesting that they're added endurance gain parameter on some vehicles. So that's got me a little bit curious. What would we be doing to have an endurance gain parameter on vehicles? Is that an endurance gain for the character? Is that an endurance gain for the vehicle? It's possibly, I mean, I can't see a vehicle having endurance. So it's probably a player endurance gain, and then that makes me wonder what kind of vehicle would increase endurance. Maybe bicycle. You'd get riding a bicycle. It would help improve your endurance. Maybe that. Yeah, that's starting to sound right. Maybe that's what that's for. Added new side effect for energy drinks. Okay, working on backing code for modular vehicles, which we know the modular vehicles are soon to be released as well. That'll probably be with the big release. I don't know that they're going to take away our current vehicle system, when they introduce modular vehicles, it might be mixed for a time and then remove the ones that don't require the work. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. You don't just go in and get a full vehicle, maybe at the trader for a high cost, but you're going to have to go around and find parts for your vehicle. Probably a chassis, engine, tires, stuff like that, to put a vehicle together. Refactored character creation system, working on plastic surgery and character creation panel. Level design, finishing up on SinglePlayer optimizations, and working on the LODs, plastic surgery operating hall, and of course the new nuclear power plant that we've seen mentioned in previous dev updates. Now, this is interesting. Creating modular base building electricity elements. So that sounds like we're going to have lights and who knows what else. Maybe we'll have a refrigerator, maybe we'll have electric stove. So it's curious what all that might entail. A generator. Of course, we already see generators sitting around all over the map. The thing is you can't move them or interact with them, but they're there, and they've been teasing us with them for quite some time. So having a gas generator would be nice. I mean, even if we can't, I mean, of course they did introduce that power grid not too long ago with all those power lines, which would be nice. I don't know how we're going to be able to tap into that. Are we going to have to run an electrical line over there and connect into it? Is it automatically just going to be something that if you build your base within, you know, a certain distance of a power line, it automatically has power? I don't know, but the generators are there. They've been in the game, but not able to interact with them. So it has been a tease there. Excuse me. Finishing the new catwalks. So I'm going to say that has something to do with the new base building elements for the walls. So that'd be nice. I wonder how that, if they are going to be different or in what way they're going to be different from what we have currently. This one's interesting. I have not heard about new harbor cranes. So, and it just says one new harbor crane. Makes me wonder. Are they going to add in a new harbor that has a new crane style to it? At first, when I read that, I was thinking they were going to rework all the cranes around the harbors. And that still might be the case. I mean, they could be modeling one to replace all of them. So there you would have a singular effect, but I'm not sure what that is. I'd really like to find out more, and I guess I need to go back and look at some of the tweets and stuff that have been released. So also we got buildings for the nuclear power plant plaza. So it's going to be a big nuclear power plant. It's not something that's going to be small. Then we have this water processing building. Water processing building. And we have a nitrogen oxygen plant. So that is 2 more buildings that's going to be added to the map besides the nuclear power plant. And I expect the nuclear power plant to be pretty good size. It's probably going to rival the big city, I would think, or maybe the airfield or the airport up in the northwest corner. It'd probably be somewhere in that size is what I'm kind of expecting. I'm just making a guess. But then this water processing building, of course, as is, we've got, you know, the quarry produces rocks and I think cement. And then we got that factory over on the east side that produces cement. There's a couple other places where you can find cement and gravel. So water processing sounds like a place you can go get your water jugs filled up with fresh water. I just don't understand why that would be in there. I mean, it's a good place, another point of interest, but we've got so much fresh water running down the streams and stuff, and in the new river that I just don't see it being a have to kind of situation. Nitrogen oxygen plant. I wonder what that would be for. Why would we need nitrogen oxygen? That's interesting. All right, so working on the control room building. Then the art team, I didn't really see much in here that other the SCAR H model and GL model. That could be something to do with graphics. I need to look that up. I guess I should have done that before I started this, but I was when I first read this, I was thinking these were some new character, maybe that new monster that they're going to have walking around the map. That was Scar H just by the name, but that could just be a type of modeling for the video graphics. New clothing items for new player models. New weighting the new clothing items. I guess when they're how much they weigh dry, how much they weigh wet, stuff like that. New UI layouts, so they're going to be changing the UI some, sounds like. And we got some new sounds coming in with the modular vehicles. And that pretty much wraps it up that I saw of interest. So I just wanted to cover that, let y'all know some things that are coming are in the works to be released. Some of these things seem like they could be possibly released in small patches. I know they've done that in the past to go ahead and get those changes out and then leave the more difficult stuff like base building, modular vehicles to the big release. So the ATM, that could pop up in any patch as well. So we might see that coming out a lot sooner than the big patch or the big release. So I thank you for watching, and thank you very much for keeping up with me.